thank you for joining us for this edition of The Long and the Short. This video will be much more about what's going to happen on the golf course this fall with our grounds team. However, there are a couple of things we wanted to talk to you about going on in the golf world. First off, if you've been to the course lately, you have seen two different posters hanging up. The first, the flyer for the Columbus Cup. You've seen emails and text messages about it. We still need at least 5 more players, so be sure to give us a call. The information is on the screen. The other thing is our play days. Part of our survey that was sent out, and if you have not taken that survey, the link will be in the email. However, for those that did fill out the survey, one was that they wanted to see more interaction with the golf staff. So, hanging up here in the Pro Shop is a spot to where you can sign up to play with myself, Nate, Aaron, Brent, our superintendent, Corey Troyer, or Bob Haddon. So, be sure to stop in, sign up to play 9 holes with us, and to be able to ask questions and maybe understand a little bit better about what's going on the golf course. Speaking of the golf course, I'm going to turn it over to Brent. He filmed a video for us to talk to us about what's going to happen this fall, and then he will turn it over to Corey to get into the why. Thank you.
Thank you, Austin. The purpose of this is going to be to discuss the processes we are going to use for this year's aerification, and then we will turn it over to Corey to describe more of the why and the purpose behind these processes. So first, on greens and tees, we're actually going to follow the exact same process we have done the last 2 years, in which we are going to sand and then solid tine aerify them. Now on fairways, it's going to be a little bit different because of the challenges our fairways face. We are first going to verticut them and clean up the spoils from that process. Then we are going to top dress them, though we are still working on some improved sand sourcing for that process. Following that, we will drag in the sand, but we are also looking at a couple of different options. We are looking at a solid tine aerify on them right behind the sand top dressing and doing the deep tine later. We know at some point we are going to deep tine. We're just not sure if it is going to be at this moment or later on in the season. We feel we need to disrupt the surface, but we are still working on the exact timing and order of operations. I hope this background on the processes we will be using for this year's aerification has been helpful and informative.
Hi, my name is Corey Troyer. I'm the golf course superintendent here at Harrison Lake Country Club. Reaching out to you today just to give you a little bit of a descriptor of what we're doing for our fall cultural practices this year. The whole goal is to eliminate thatch. Our cultivars of bent grass are high thatch producers, and thatch is kind of your enemy when you get a lot of accumulation. It eliminates water penetration, and it creates soft, squishy playing conditions, and those are two things that we just can't live with for playability wise and for turf health. So we will be doing verticutting again this year, and I know that's a concern to some, but we have plans laid out where we'll be doing a double verticutting, and we'll follow that immediately with some sand top dressing and fertilizer. So the recovery process for that will only take a couple weeks at best. Given the right weather conditions, we will be punching some holes this fall as well, possibly during the verticutting process. If not, then definitely later in the fall. And that all just aids in water penetrating the soil. And as you all know, we have some pretty bad heavy clay here, and anything that we can do to get the water to move down into that is a plus. The time frame for all of this, we're really hoping the weather cooperates and we can knock a lot of it out in just a few days. So your play won't be interfered with a whole lot. We'll take advantage of a Monday, and then we'll actually try to knock out as much as we can on a Tuesday and a Wednesday, and hopefully be out of your way and allow for a playable golf course.